Hi, I'm Alana.
Hi, and I'm Jared.
Welcome to the Nightly News Remote Learning Edition. It looks like a typical fall weekend ahead, a perfect time to check out the beautiful fall leaves or catch up on some homework assignments.
As we mentioned last week, RFA history teacher Mr. Pohl is starting a virtual video game club, and Xander sat down with him for more information.
What will this club really consist of? Will you be reviewing games, or will you be finding a way to play games with each other, or what's going to happen?
So it's an extremely multifaceted club. So what we're really looking to do first and foremost is try to get exposure out there, try to get people involved, and try to get as many people and form like a community in the school. I know right now with COVID and everything, it's really hard to feel like we're together and we're one big school. And I feel like a club like this can really draw us together. So the first part of the club is actually going to be just video games in general. And what we're going to do with it is I'm going to start it. We're going to have a Discord, and we're going to have multiple games that anyone can play. Either they're going to be free to play, or they're going to be games that you already own. The other side of it is going to be an esports related club. So esports is electronic sports. It stands for more of the strategic and competitive side of gaming. Right now, I'm looking into setting up a league with 5 other schools, and we'd actually play against their teams in multiple games. I'm hoping that each school can send a representative, at least one, or a team, and we can put that on the internet and we can show that live on Twitch, which is what we're going to be using on a platform.
Now for another news segment called K&A Sports Talk. Welcome to the Nightly News, Cody and Caden.
Hey, Caden, do you know why it was so hot in the stadium?
No, why?
Because there aren't any fans. On a more serious note, while high school football has been postponed until the spring season in our local communities, I think I can speak for all sports enthusiasts and maybe even some athletes when I say that we've been looking for something to keep ourselves occupied. For me, it's been fantasy football. Every year I compete in a fantasy football league, but this year I decided to take it a little more seriously. I spent a lot of time researching the players and really making sure I could draft the best team possible and give myself a great chance to win.
One of the most difficult things with fantasy football is that no matter who you draft and no matter how good they are, injuries can plague your season and knock you out of the leagues. Just look at how this year has gone so far. Without any preseason, NFL games, and a shortened training camp, there have been more injuries than ever.
I know what you're saying. Athletes just didn't have enough time to prepare their bodies to compete in a full season and have been going down frequently with injuries. Unfortunately, a lot of athletes are suffering injuries, but one that hurt the most in my lineup was Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, who was out with a high ankle sprain and now scheduled to miss 4 to 6 weeks.
McCaffrey was the consensus #1 overall pick in most fantasy leagues, so having him get injured probably hurt a lot of fantasy teams.
Saquon Barkley, the second overall pick in most fantasy leagues, the running back for the New York Giants, suffered a season-ending torn ACL.
I think I see what you mean. The reality of fantasy sports is that no matter how much you spend or how much time you spend researching something, unexpected things can happen.
One lesson we can all learn from this is to make sure our bodies are fully prepared for our own high school sports seasons whenever they take place. Stay tuned next week when we discuss how to stay fit without a trip to the gym.
Thank you, K&K, for that information. In our new Cooking with the Colonel segment, RFA J. Rossi's Colonel Tracy will be making tater tot casserole, a dish that will for sure please the entire family.
Hi, it's Colonel, back with another episode of Cooking with Colonel. This week's recipe is tater tot casserole given to me by my friend Mrs. Ciati. So pretty simple. I got the oven preheating to 350. Have to brown some beef. So I'm going to do that in the pan. Once that's done, there's just a couple ingredients and then we'll throw it in the oven. So I will see you in a couple minutes. Okay, back. Ground beef has been browned. And we add some cream of mushroom soup. Ooh, really? Kind of mix that up. that in the baking pan, baking dish. And spread it evenly. Cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. I believe you can't have too much of that. Thunder's watching intently, hoping for some cheese. Of course, tater tots. Those on top. And lastly, a little more cheese. I don't know if it's supposed to be neater, but hey, what the heck, we'll find out. And put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so taco casserole should be done. I'll take it out of the oven. I got the glove to take it out safely. So, looks pretty good. I'll give that a try in a minute. All right. A joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo. All right, see you next week.
Thank you for sharing, Colonel Tracy. This week is National Newspaper Week. On behalf of all of us with the RFA Nightly News, we would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone for your support and encouragement.
We couldn't do this without you. We are greatly appreciative of your support. Keep tuning in and keep sharing our posts. Remember, RFA, take charge and show some RFA pride. We're all in this
together.